Welcome back to my channel. My name's Joanne, and today is going to be my February TBR. So if you don't know, I created my own TBR game because I love watching them, like Becca in the books, how she does her Bookopoly, and then Cody's Book Corner, how she does her Wheel of TBR, and then Jade from JD Rereads does her TBR Pursuit. Maddie from Book Browsing Blog does her Dart Attack, that is so fun. And then Steph from Steph Loves is also doing Bookopoly. And then Mind of Molly has her own like Scooby-Doo themed TBR game. It's pretty cool. So, if you want, I have the rules in my January TBR video. And I'm actually changing one of those rules, and that's for the draw for. So initially I was going to have it based on all of the books that I own, but I decided that's too strict on myself, and I'm going to allow myself to pick a stack of books. But they can't all be books, like actually like on my TBR for that month. Like it has to be a mix of, like they can all be books that I'm like really interested in, but it has to be a mix of books that are already on my TBR and books that aren't on any TBR, books I just want to read. So that's the new rule. Yeah, and I think I'm going, because it's my game, I am going to limit the blues and reds to only one pick, because I'm only picking 3 cards. But the yellows can stay as 3 because that encompasses a lot of different genres. And then green, because it's fantasy and I have a lot of fantasy to read, I'm going to allow 3. So you can come at me for those rules, but it's my game. Yeah, everything's really staying the same. So I'm currently shuffling the cards, and once I finish shuffling, I will go through how I did with my books from January. Okay, so, I'm so nervous. The first pick. Oh, and I forgot to mention the wild card. So wild card, so I have a prompt that's friend pick, and my old wild card prompt was a friend pick. So what I think I'm gonna do is that the friend pick that I have in the number prompts, I'm going to have my book friends pick. So like friends that like read books. And then for the wild cards, I'm going to have friends that don't read pick. Or like they can read, but like just don't read the same type of things that I do. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Oh. Oh. How rude. Okay, but it's a fantasy, and it's an intimidating book. I could make something work for this, that's for sure. Okay. The next one is a green one. A green one is, again, another fantasy, and it's Joe pick. So I pick. Ah! So exciting. Okay, the last one, I'm so scared, is a red 2. Oh, so this is an intimidating contemporary or romance. Oh. Will it count? I'm gonna say that as long as it has romance in it, then that counts. And those are my 3 cards. Wow, I am so happy about that. Okay. So I am going to pick my books, and I will get back to y'all. For you guys, it's gonna be very quick. So I picked my books. Just say it's interesting. So the first card that I picked was a green 2, which is an intimidating fantasy. And I picked this Okay, so what I picked is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I was supposed to read this in January. I don't think I'm gonna get to it. If I do, I will replace it with something. But so yeah, that's my first pick. And then my second pick was A Green One, which is a fantasy that I pick. And I picked Daughters of Nurai, if that's how you say it. That is our book club pick for fantasy reads. So, and I am going to get a free trial of Kindle Unlimited because it's on there. So, it'll be on my Kindle. And then the third card that I picked is a Red 2, which is an intimidating contemporary or romance. I don't think this is a contemporary or romance. Not me not knowing my genres. Okay. Because, like, I think of it as a contemporary or romance, but I think it's considered, like, a historical fiction. Yep. It's historical fiction. Get going, Joanne. Oh, I hate myself. I mean, I could pick something, but I will literally hate myself for picking it. So I'm not going to pick it. You know, I think I should be able to count classics as like contemporary or romance. Yeah. You know what? I am counting it because I am not adding more books to my TBR. I'm sorry that this part is a mess, but... So the next card that I picked was a Red 2, which is an intimidating contemporary or romance. And I may be bending the rules a little bit, but this is considered a romance, okay? And I'm gonna be reading Emma by Jane Austen. I mean, this is intimidating because it's a classic, and classics are like harder to get through. At least it just takes me longer. Over the summer, I read Pride and Prejudice for the first time, and that was my first Jane Austen, and I loved it. So, and this will count towards my classics challenge. So I'm counting this. Y'all can come at me. It counts as a romance, okay? So, I have 4 more books to talk about. Yep. Okay, so the first is This Savage Song. I said it right. This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. And basically all I know about that is that it has like music magic. And I read, again, over the summer, I read Vicious by her, and I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue when it came out, and I really enjoyed both of them. And I don't know if this writing is, I think this writing is more like Vicious, but I'll see, because it's a YA. And I think Vicious was an adult. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I know Addie LaRue's was an adult. Well, is an adult. And the next book that I have is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the Barnes & Noble edition. It's so pretty. Yeah. All I know is that this is set in Italy. And there's like a Prince of Hell. And I don't really care to know anything else. But look at this. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the next book. Oh, I forgot to mention that Throne of Glass is supposed to be a fantasy reads book for January. But, you know, it's fine. And then the next book is Crown of Midnight, which is also for fantasy reads. And that's the February pick for our mass along we're doing this year. And one last book is Illuminae by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. And I am doing a buddy read of that with a couple of my friends. And I started it before and I was really enjoying it, but I just never finished it. So over the next few months, we're going to be buddy reading the whole series. And that's also my Kindle. I have a lot of Kindle books this month. Actually, I only have 2. Yeah. But, I'm sorry that this video was all over the place. But there's what I plan on reading in February. Let me know down in the comments what you're planning on reading and what you're excited to read. And while you're down there, I would love it if you left a like if you like this video. And if you really want to, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys, hopefully, in the next one. Bye!